The Gift of the Star. In a small town called Villeneuve, where the snow fell softly like a white blanket on the roofs of the houses, Christmas was celebrated with great joy. The lights shone in each window, and the aroma of freshly baked cookies filled the air. However, in a small cabin at the end of the town, there lived an old man named Don Manuel, known for his uranium character and his aversion to festivities. If you like stories and fantasy, I invite you to subscribe to our community to continue enjoying fables and tales on our channel. Don Manuel had lost his wife many years ago, and since then, Christmas had ceased to be a reason for celebration for him. Instead of decorating his home, he spent the nights of December sitting by the fireplace, remembering past times. The children of the town used to murmur about him, fearful of his severe gaze and his distant attitude. One cold December morning, while Don Manuel was walking through the nearby forest, he met a little boy named Lucas. Lucas was a child of a cheerful spirit, with a smile that even illuminated the grayest days. The boy was looking for something in the snow, and when he saw Don Manuel, he ran to him. "Hello, sir," exclaimed Lucas. "I'm looking for a star. My mom says that if I find a star, I can ask for a wish for Christmas." Don Manuel, with a raised eyebrow, replied with disdain, "The stars are not on the ground, boy. They are in the sky, shining for those who believe in them." Lucas, without getting discouraged, smiled even more. "But my mom says that sometimes the stars fall and hide in the snow. You just have to look for them with your heart." Intrigued by the innocence of the boy, Don Manuel decided to accompany him in his search. As they walked, Lucas told him about his dreams. He wanted to be a great artist and paint paintings that made people smile. Don Manuel, although at first he was indifferent, began to remember his own youth, when he also dreamed of being something else. After a while, Lucas stopped and pointed out a small flash in the snow. They both approached, and to his surprise, they found a beautiful golden star, as bright as the sun. Lucas took it carefully and held it in his hands, amazed by its beauty. The star seemed to vibrate with a warm and welcoming light, and Lucas, with his eyes full of amazement, said, "Look, Mr. Manuel, it is even more beautiful than I imagined. Now I can ask for my wish." Don Manuel, who had been observing the boy with a mixture of curiosity and nostalgia, felt a small flash of joy in his heart. However, he could not help but question Lucas' belief. "And what do you want, boy?" he asked in a tone that tried to be serious, but sounded softer than usual. "I wish everyone in the village is happy at Christmas," Lucas answered without hesitation. "I want everyone to feel the love and joy that there is at this time." Don Manuel remained silent, reflecting on the words of the boy. In his mind, he remembered how he used to enjoy Christmas, how his home was filled with laughter and love. But those memories had faded over time, and sadness had taken its place. "And you, sir?" Lucas asked, looking at him curiously. "What do you want?" The old man felt trapped by the question. He had never thought about what he wanted. After a moment of reflection, he replied, I just want loneliness to leave me alone." Lucas, with his pure heart, smiled and said, "So, let's make a deal. If I ask for my wish, you should also ask for yours. The star can hear our hearts." Don Manuel felt a warmth in his chest. Maybe, just maybe, there was some truth in the words of the boy. So, with a whisper, he closed his eyes and asked for his wish, that loneliness would fade and that he could feel the joy of Christmas again. If you enjoy fairy tales and fantasy, I invite you to subscribe to our community to continue enjoying our channel. When they opened their eyes, the stars shone even more intensely, as if they had heard their wishes. Lucas, excited, said, "Look, the star is responding." Suddenly, a soft breeze began to blow, and the snow around it began to shine with a magical glow. At that moment, the snowflakes began to dance in the air, forming a swirl of lights that illuminated the landscape. Lucas and Don Manuel looked at each other, amazed, while the golden star in the boy's hands seemed to vibrate with a special energy. Suddenly, a soft and cheerful melody filled the air, as if the same wind was singing. Lucas, excited, began to spin in circles, laughing and enjoying the magic that surrounded him. Don Manuel, on the other hand, felt that a warmth invaded his heart, as if the loneliness that had accompanied him for so long began to fade. "Look, Mr. Manuel, Lucas exclaimed. The star is bringing Christmas to our life. As the music intensified, bright lights began to appear in the sky, as if the stars themselves were descending to join the celebration. At that moment, the town, which had been submerged in sadness, began to wake up. The windows lit up, and the children's laughter resounded in the air. Don Manuel felt a wave of hope. He remembered last Christmas night, full of joy and love, and realized that, although he had been alone, there was always a place for happiness in his heart. Lucas, I think the star has heard our wishes, he said with a smile. Christmas is coming back to us. Together, they joined the celebration that was unleashed in the town. People left their homes, hugging and sharing stories, while the golden star shone in the sky, reminding them that the true magic of Christmas resides in love and connection between people. And so, Lucas and Don Manuel, along with all the inhabitants of the town, celebrated an unforgettable Christmas, where loneliness vanished and joy flourished again, thanks to the gift of the star. If you have enjoyed these stories and have been carried away by fantasy, I invite you to subscribe to our community to continue enjoying fables and fantasy tales. Until next time,